Mahoney is back tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about Disney, but I do want to point out your cute tie that you're wearing because I know it's a tie your daughter made you, right?
Yes, my daughter started making my ties when she was very young. I think she was 5, and her great-grandmother got to do it. So it's a K tie, Katie
it's
K
very
tie.
cute. So make sure we show that off. Of course, it's very Eastery, too.
It is. It is very Eastery. Good to see you. Happy Easter.
Good to see you, too. Happy
Easter.
Great. Thank you. So Disney is trending, I guess, but it really doesn't have to do with Disney. It has to do with something else.
Well, so a little bit of a background. Let's do a little bit of history. Okay, so Walt opens up Disneyland in 1955 in California, and he went to 302 banks, and everybody said it wasn't going to work, and of course it was hugely successful. I mean, not at the beginning. At the beginning, nothing.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, nothing worked, but afterwards it became hugely successful. Well, over a period of time, he figured out that having to deal with a local county and local water and sewer and police department, it really hindered his ability to be creative, and do the things that he wanted to do. So he wanted to go to an area where he had a lot more control over the area. And so he went to the middle of Florida, nobody was there. He had to use all these straw people in order to buy all of the property, and he got himself a large acreage. And he is his own county in Florida. And so when he opened up Disney World in 1971, they have to deal with state regs and federal regs, but they're their own county. They do their own water and sewer. They do their own, and they're not really a county. They call themselves a vacation something. I forget what it is, but really it's its own county. And he does his own police force, and he does his own, if you get a ticket in Disney World, you actually go to City Hall in the Magic Kingdom to deal with the ticket. That's true.
Idea.
And so that's been the case for a long, long time, and that allows him to not have to worry about local zoning and not have to worry about all these things, and he can do whatever he wants. And now he's expanded beyond that to areas outside of that where he does also have a lot of really good contracts with the local agencies so that he can build these beautiful things. Well, so there became a political issue between Disney and Ron DeSantis and the governor of Florida. And so the governor of Florida decided to take away this district, this independence that Disney has had for a long period of time. And the story came about because of the LGBTQ stuff. Disney was one of the originals in 1996 to acknowledge same-sex marriages and give people health insurance, that type of thing. On the cutting edge of that. Quite frankly, if you look at Fortune 500 companies and you go back 30 years, most of them have been on the cutting edge of that stuff for a long period of time. So Disney has this stance on this stuff, and DeSantis and Disney kind of go back and forth a little bit with regards to that. So DeSantis decides, I'm going to take away this governing district that you have, so that way we can control what you do. It was a power grab on the part of against Disney. So Disney and he got it done. He got the law passed, and they got rid of this district, and so Disney wasn't going to be its own county, and DeSantis was going to appoint all the people that were going to oversee this county. All right. Well, Disney is notorious for having amazing lawyers.
I would imagine so.
Well, every big company does, but Disney, think about what Disney sells and what they make.
Everything.
They sell, but they sell a feeling.
Yeah.
They don't make a product, really. They sell a feeling. So they are incredibly protective of their product.
Yeah.
There's story after story about somebody using a Disney likeness, and Disney will give you one chance. Here's your chance to stop doing this, and if you don't, then they come in and they just kill you. Their lawyers are just, they're like the Noriega lawyers, right? They're just incredibly aggressive. So the Disney lawyers pulled an end around on DeSantis. They did this thing called the Royal Lives Clause, which I'll be honest, I'd never heard of. It's an old English contract clause. And they gave, the board that was in place entered into a contract with Disney to give basically all the power with regards to development, the power with regards to all of the characters to Disney for 21 years after the death of the last survivor of the descendants of King Charles III.
Okay.
Which means forever. So
King Charles III is the guy now.
No, the original King Charles III.
I don't know.
Or no, he is the guy now. So it'll go on forever, right? Well, that's the idea. So they took all the power away. So DeSantis's new board that came in, they'll have some very limited powers, but really all the powers with regards to development, with regards to the characters, with regards to creativity are now all in Disney's hands forever, and this entire end around didn't work in terms of what DeSantis wanted.
That's really interesting. I had no idea all that was happening.
And I never had heard of this clause, which shows I went to Northern Law School.
It's all right. Now you know, and now we all know, and that's what you're here to tell us, all the things that we thought we knew something about, and turns out we didn't.
My pleasure. Great to always be here.
Thanks for being here. We'll be back in just a minute with the ladies who installed our lovely balloons, Adriana and Drea from BW Event and Decor. Don't go anywhere.